Hello guys and girls, it is time to take a look at Whitey this week. And I'll tell you what, I know that this is Christmas week, y'all got lots to do, and you don't really have a whole lot of time to fool around watching YouTube videos, I'm sure. So we're going to take a quick peek in there. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time. We're not going to bother about, since we've got the other deer on quite a few other videos that we show. We're not going to worry about TC and Forrest and all the boys. We're not going to worry about those too much. We have had some big old deer visiting the house this week, but let's take a run up there in the pens and see how Split Ears is doing and all of her girlfriends up there, because they should be getting fat and fatter. And we're going to be, as one girl commented, we're going to be watching does grow. We watch antlers grow, now we're going to watch does grow. So let's run up there in the pen, take a look at Whitey and his harem. Is that you, Split Ear? Huh? Is that you? Oh, it's not you, is it? No, it's not you. That's not you, Split Ear. Split Ear is going to be mad at me because I did not bring any carrots. And I had a half a bag of carrots that I had saved to bring down here for these deer. And I just didn't bring them. I just didn't bring them. It's a cold, calm evening. Absolutely beautiful. All the deer are just looking spectacular. Everybody's looking so fat and sassy. They're enjoying these nights getting down in the 20s and 30s. Even though we've had some beautiful days in the afternoon, it's got down pretty chilly at night. But these deer are really enjoying the cool weather. You can see how fat they are. They've got their winter coats on. They look a little bit bigger than normal. And they're just absolutely spectacular. Everybody is looking great. Look at those deer over there. Don't they look great? Absolutely spectacular. They're just beautiful girls. And hopefully every one of them will have 2 babies. Maybe 1 or 2 might have 3. Some of them will just have 1. We know that. But hopefully we get a big bunch of beautiful little baby fawns out of this deal, and we can have a really good time this spring and watch for babies every day. That's always really, really exciting to do. But how many's over in this pen right here? I'm just counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over here. I think I've been saying all along 19, and Apache told me that we have, I've been saying 17. Apache said we have 19. I don't know if that's exactly what we got or not. 10, 12. I don't see but 2 over in this pen. I don't know if I'm seeing all the way. There's another one down there, 13. I might not be seeing all of them. But is that beautiful or what? They're just gorgeous. Might be another or 2 down there in the bottom. Let's see how many I've got over in this side over here, and I'm kind of tell because the Whitey's over here. Let's go look at Whitey. 4, see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 18 full-grown does and 1 fawn. So I was 2 off. I've been saying 17 all throughout these videos since we put the deer back in. But we actually have 19. So that's good. We have 19 does in here. Hopefully, Whitey's taking care of all of y'all. Hopefully, he's taking care of all y'all. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get down here a little bit closer to Whitey, get a look at him. Some of y'all have been concerned about Whitey, and I wanted to come up here and try to get some real good close-ups of him if I could, because some of y'all have said he's looking kind of sickly, or he's looking bad. Somebody even said he looks like Bazooka did a week or 2 before the end. And he doesn't at all. I'm telling you, he just looks absolutely beautiful. He's fat, he's gorgeous, and look at his face. You can tell he's a young deer by looking at his face. That's his second horns. His hocks are still black, and he is still chasing, you know. He is still chasing. I thought he was limping the other day, and we noticed, we thought he had a little limp, and we were going to give him a shot. And then we come down and watched him, and he wasn't limping at all. And so there's my little baby in there right there. That's my little baby. That deer was just born this year. Look how big she is. But you take a look at Whitey there. If Whitey bred her, that's a lot of weight. That's all I'm going to say. But he might have. I mean, he certainly might have. And if she has a baby in the pen and we know it's hers, we can find out for sure it's hers. We're going to watch it closely. we will probably take that baby away from her because she probably will not be able to raise it. Whitey's going to move around a little bit. He's just out here messing around, feeding a little bit. It's got demand feed here, South Fresh Fish Food, all fish food. It's not a fish. He'd probably eat the fish food too. They make great fish food. I use it also. But South Fresh Deer Food. And I don't know what all he's picking up there on the bottom, what he's doing. I think maybe Apache might have spread some of that humeric acid out. We started putting a little bit of that humeric in with their food. It seems to have really, really helped keeping our deer alive this year. We've had better success, and I know we lost some big bucks, but we've had better success this year keeping our deer alive than we have the first 2 years we've been raising these big deer. And these babies that we have this spring will be, I think, our third bunch of babies, maybe. Let's see. He's 2 years old. Yeah, he was out of our first bunch right here, him and his brother, Bazooka. And he has been like the very best deer that we've raised. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And hopefully he has hopefully spread some of his genes in the outside in the wild last year. Probably really and truly in the wild might have only bred 4 or 5 bucks. Some people say they only breed 2 or 3, but I don't know who's ever followed a deer all through the rut and know how many they breed. But I know you put them in a pen, they'll breed quite a bit. I got a buddy down in Texas. They go out and capture a big wild doe every year. They capture a big wild doe every year, and a wild buck by helicopter. They go out and they find the biggest wild buck they've got that's got great big wide spread, maybe a 10 or 12 point, and just a real big, beautiful buck, and they capture them with a throw net from a helicopter. And they catch that deer, and then they go put them in a pen with about 20 does. And then they raise the babies and turn all the babies loose. And they're natural Texas deer, South Texas deer, but they're simply breeding the best buck they have on the place or the best buck they can find and catch to their does. And that's what we've done with Whitey. We've got Whitey breeding these 19 deer in here, 18 plus that baby. And we could get, hopefully 30 babies out of this or so. We probably will get more than that. We'll probably get around 35 or 36 babies. But if we can keep 30 of them alive to turn loose or 25 of them alive to turn loose, that would be pretty good. A lot just depends on, a lot of things, how bad the blue tongue is and all that kind of stuff. That's my baby right there. I think that's my baby because, where is she? There you are. Yeah, that's, no, that's not. Yeah, I saw the blue tag, but that tag's tagged in the right ear. We tag all of our does in the left ear. Tag the bucks in the right. No, that's not one of our tags. She's tagged in both ears. Yeah, that deer came from Iowa. She's a beauty. And she should have just absolutely, she's from great genetics. She should have just beautiful babies. Beautiful babies. Look how pretty she is. She's just gorgeous. Everybody's just gorgeous. That's all there is to it. Whitey's not paid no attention to me at all in this pen. He's not even hardly looked at me. He's not run from me. He's just having a good time. I mean, he's probably a little tired out, worn out, but he's looking great. He doesn't have the limp anymore that he had a little bit earlier in the week, and he's just looking fantastic. What can I say? These girls, and I've been saying 17. He's got 18 mature ones, and that one baby. So he's actually got a lot of big, healthy girls that he's been playing around with. We'll take one more look at Whitey and we'll end this thing, but he's just a beautiful buck. Just absolutely beautiful. Never have really counted, but we'll get his sheds when he sheds this spring. In the next couple of months, actually. Probably shed those sheds in February. And hopefully of course, obviously we can find his sheds. TCs and Forrest, going to be another ball game. I'm not going to bother with shooting video of Forrest. We got plenty of Forrest and TC on the Thursday and Friday videos because they have been hanging around the house a lot. We had quite a few wild bucks come around this week also, chasing some of the babies. The one thing about the deer that are born late in the year, or they're born in the springtime and then in the fall they're big enough to mate. They come in late. They don't come in early in the rut. They come in real late in the rut, and so they get as much age on them as they can. just the way Mother Nature gives them a chance to get involved in the breeding that first year, and then to also, you know, also be you know, old enough to have a baby. Look at this little girl right here. She's coming right over here to me. Look at her. She's right over here to me. That's not split ears. That's a beautiful little deer. Hey, baby. If I'd have brought some carrots, you might eat out of my hands, huh? Yeah, you are a pretty girl. These deer are enjoying this cool weather. They're just enjoying the cool weather. They're from Iowa. They're used to getting down to 0. When it gets down to like in the 20s, that's just nice for them. They appreciate it. We got a lot of hay in there, though. They do lay on that hay. Hay provides a lot of warmth, and we got a lot of hay in here. One more quick look at Mr. Big Dog over there. I'll just zoom in on him all the way. He's coming over here really close. He's gonna walk right in. He is just a few feet away from me, but he's showing no signs or no tendency of aggression whatsoever. This doe that's standing about 5 foot away from me, though, might be the doe that he's fooling around with a little bit right now. I definitely don't want to get between him and her. I've actually got a tree between me and him. I'm gonna walk up here and get real close to this tree. I am very close to this buck. I believe if I would start to bring him, look at that. Here's your closest look we've got all year. Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Imagine. He's just gonna walk away. He lowered that horn lowered his horns just a little bit. He's gonna go ahead and walk away. Yeah. Where'd he go? Can't keep my eyes on him, not watching him through the camera, watching him. All right, Whitey, you are a treasure. That's all I can say. You are a treasure. What a deer. What a buck deer. Okay, guys and gals, that was fun. You can see that Whitey is great. He's in great shape. Some of y'all been kind of worried about him. And, you know, I tell you what, he does a lot of fighting through the fence. And when he gets another buck, comes around those pins up there, he just paces all the way around, you know, and trying to keep them away. And he'll try to fight them through the fence and stuff. And I worry about him getting his own big horns. But since he's a typical deer, he doesn't have a lot of things going in crazy directions, and he can push through those fence with those horns, and still they'll slide right back out because even though he's got a lot of points up there, in excess of 20, I believe, he would be called a typical as opposed to a non-typical deer that's got things going in all directions. Like you all remember Bubba, he had stuff going everywhere. We call that trash. Deer hunters call that trash. He had a lot of trash going in a lot of directions, and we call it trash affectionately, because deer hunters love trash. Lots of trash is kind of a neat deal. People love perfect 10-point, 12-point deers, but I like ones that's got a lot of trash up there. I like it, and you know, I'm like the more points the better. It's kind of like bass. The more pounds the better. But anyway, everybody's doing great in there. The little baby that's in there, we just simply couldn't get her out. And she is likely to have been bred by Whitey also. So we're going to be looking forward to here in the next 2 or 3 months seeing those does their bellies get bigger and bigger, and then come about maybe in April, late April, the babies might start coming. But May will be a banner month, I'm sure, and clear into June. So guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. Remember, I sure do love you.